out there. Hi in radio land and broadcast land. How are you? I'm Sybil Wilkes. Welcome to What You Need to Know. It is Thursday. Thursday. That means tomorrow is Friday for those of you all keeping track of those things. Hey, George Wallace.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm so happy to be with you because why? You lift me up. You are like my therapist, my doctor. I really appreciate just watching you. I apologize. I missed you yesterday, so I feel like I'm so far behind, and right now I feel good. No matter what my day, what's happening in my day, when we start talking, I'm uplifted. Thank you so much.
Oh, George,
Thank you so much.
that is so
Because
lovely.
well, you see, so many people. There's so many reasons to be down. You know, is Black Lives Matter still going on? I know
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's
Haven't
still
heard
going
about
on.
it in the last 2 days. So,
Yeah.
so much is happening, and but just to be with you and the callers and the viewers and the listeners is just wonderful. I want to thank you, and I will continue to thank you for making my day. This is a health issue for me.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of us, George, it really is, and having a connection with us all and talking about what's going on. But, it's also a reacquaintance of a lot of us with members of the Time to Order Morning Show as we have, left the radio side of it. And now here we are, what, 8 months later?
Wait a second. You may say it may be another side, but I'm enjoying viewing us doing your show, Sybil. I
A lot of
really
people
am.
say that. A lot of people say that. I still love the listening part. I still love having just the voice being heard, but you are not alone. A lot of people like the video part of it.
I love it
Um,
because
yeah.
that puts us in touch. That's a different touch as opposed to listening to someone. This is like a visitation. So we're
Mhm.
into our homes right now. I'm into my home. Where you look like you're outside. Why are you so dark? Oh, let me take your glass. Oh,
You're so silly.
take these glasses off. I'm looking at it. It's just dark today. Yes. Why does she have yellow teeth? I'm looking to it. Why does she have yellow teeth? Looking at these guys. But it's just so good to be with you, and I'm happy to be here. And
And George, let me ask you, while you're taking things off, what are you wearing? I see your I be thinking hat, but what is the
I got
shirt?
dressed for you today.
Oh, nice. So you wore a tux?
It's a suit. Yes, I'm wearing a suit. It's a
A, sh- a
tuxedo
short
shirt. Yeah,
a short sleeve tux?
a short sleeve tuxedo shirt. Yes, and I thought I'd wear that today. It's the only T-shirt I have with me, to be honest.
Classing up the joint. Thank you so much.
Exactly,
Thank you.
exactly. Always
Appreciate
got
it.
to get dressed when you're on with Sybil. You see how dressed you are, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want it to look like you. I can't find my lipstick. I but
Um,
go
just so you
ahead.
know, I like Rihanna's lip colors these days. So
Oh,
just so
okay,
you know, yeah,
okay.
yeah, I highly recommend those.
What's her name?
Rihanna, the singer,
Brianna? Okay.
Rihanna,
Oh,
yeah,
Rihanna, the girl from down in not the Bahamas, Barbados,
Barbados.
right? She's the one
Mm-hmm.
that sang that song, way.
Work,
Like
work,
you made
work,
you
work, work.
way. You had no idea what the hell she was saying, but she made millions of dollars doing it, so you
And,
keep on.
and and she is a beauty mogul, an entrepreneur, if you will, making millions of dollars.
I don't know how you spell gamillions, but I learn a new word every day. You used to have the word of the day, so gamillions.
Millions. Let that be our new. That is a hell of a lot, and then some.
and some more. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and
you
some
like
more.
how using them. Today I'm using Mitchum. I,
Last week it was X-Lax.
as yoga, it's always something about odors with me. Yeah. So last week it was extract. This week it is Mixum.
Okay,
Mitchum.
I haven't seen Mitchum in a gazillion years, and they still make it, huh?
It's still a great fresh fragrance too.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really good. They used to say if you don't use Mitchum tomorrow or the next day, you can go
Right,
2 or 3 days.
the
Right.
next, yeah,
So
yeah,
this
yeah,
has been a week for me. I put.
yeah. You put it on last Thursday, and now it's been a week.
It's always about you, Sybil. I got to smell good for Sybil. Yeah. Or I could get that. What's the name of that first cologne that came out? Aramis.
oh my,
Aramis.
oh my gosh, George! Now you're
Back in the
taking me
day.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm old. We had what was the men had so many colognes back in the day. Ladies, I guess you have all of the perfumes, but men
Oh
back
yeah.
in
Oh
the
yeah.
80s, everybody was wearing.
But my best friend Yolanda, she's still like a what is it, Chanel number 5 girl? Yeah, she's
And
still
they
she.
got Coco. They
Oh
got
yeah,
Coco. There's a
yeah,
lot of ladies fragrance. I used to love to
yeah.
give out
Oh yeah.
perfumes, but now for men, I used to do it at Christmas time. At
Hmm.
Christmas time, to all the ladies, we have enough cologne. Okay, we have enough cologne. I used to tell people in the show, and if anybody in here tonight is wearing English leather, I want you to get up and get the hell out of here right now. So,
But George, the beauty business, and I think that the fragrances are a part of that, are seeing a huge decline in business because we're not going anywhere. And,
right.
and as a consequence, we're not putting on our smell goods to go out every day,
Right. And I tell you
right?
what, one thing, like I said before, I don't know whether you've seen my feet lately or not, because
No, I have not.
I don't get many pedicures, but I really need one now. I need to go to, I'm sure I'm going to have to go to Home Depot and get a jackhammer, some sandpaper and a chisel. My feet are awful. And I'm kind of like Jay, I don't lotion up enough.
Right.
Are you supposed to do that every day to keep your skin moisturized?
And sometimes more than once if necessary, yes.
Sybil, you are crazy. You know what? You are crazy. When you're talking nasty, I meant just lotion on your legs. I didn't mean lotion.
I do too. I do. And I don't know what lotion you were talking about,
I
but
was,
I'm a Nivea girl, and I got to put some high powered cream on my very delicate skin. So, but you, Mr. Nasty Man, I don't know what you were talking about.
okay, let's go back to lotion. Just lotion up for dry skin. Yeah, and so we're doing different things now than we did before, and
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes we're sitting at home and you ask me what I was wearing. Never ask a gentleman what he's wearing when he's sitting at a desk at
Okay.
home.
Well, these days and times, you're absolutely right because a lot of people have been caught in their unawares because sometimes the camera will move or they'll move their laptop or whatever, or they stand up and forgetting that they're not wearing pants, and
I
so
got caught the other day talking to the president of Netflix and all of my producers and Jamie Foxx and a few people, and all
uh-huh.
of a sudden I had to go get something, and somebody says, are you wearing your underwear?" And I said, "Oh my God, I forgot." But it's okay. It's okay.
Did
It's
you manage to keep the job?
I, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet because they have promised me extreme measures, safety measures to go back, I'm just I fit 3 categories. I don't need to fly. I'm of age. I'm African American, and I'm probably 5 pounds overweight. So I fit those CDC categories requirements that I shouldn't get involved too soon with crowds. I'm just not comfortable yet. When you shoot a TV show, there's like 60 to 80 people makeup on you. You got hair on you. You got food. People bringing you food, and so I'm being very cautious right now. I have to give props to Tyler Perry.
Yeah, we were all talking about that on our text chain the other day, and they had that whole thing about what Tyler is doing in camp quarantine, right?
Yes, and you have to go in for 2 weeks, I think 14 days, and you stay
Yeah,
there, and he's doing a remarkable job. I'm respecting him more and more and more every
every
day.
day, every
Every
day,
day, what he's
every day.
doing. Yes, he's
Yeah.
truly a business person. He's just not Medea anymore.
Right, right, yeah, and
Yeah,
so he has. I mean, if you there's a piece. I think it's on CNN, and they did it, and it is Dr. Gupta and Tyler, and talking about the extreme measures that he went through. As George said, quarantining people every day, everywhere, every day, every time they go out or come in, terms with somebody else. They're taking the temperature. They're wearing the mask. The people are bringing them their food. They really are in the bubble that
and that
all.
means you are in the bubble on the lot too. I think he has
Yeah.
them staying on the
Oh
lot.
yeah, they're all
Yeah,
there in housing. They're
yes,
on his studio.
coming
Yeah,
on his
lot.
private jet. So
Yeah.
my private jet is not ready yet.
Okay.
So okay,
Okay.
so
Okay. Well, we'll hold off
you
on
know
that.
I have my own jet. I was other day I was flying
I
my
heard
plane. Somebody
Delta.
somebody went no somebody went up and wrote the name Delta on top of my jet. And she did. So,
On all of your jets, they put Delta, George.
Every one of my jets, they
Oh,
put Delta. If I
the
can find that,
nerve of them.
and it's it's going to be expensive to remove it, so I'm just going to let it stay.
Okay.
I'm just going to let it stay.
Well, George, let me talk about something that has now come about this week, and let it stay and let it go forth and bear tremendous fruit, and that
Well,
is the
the best thing that happened this week, and let me tell you, let me
yeah.
compliment you on this too. I was watching Tuesday night. Oh my God, you guys did such a wonderful job
Oh,
Tuesday
thank
night.
you.
Guy Tori Myra, J. John Murray. He's a freak because he doesn't even know how to spell his name. He spells John. He
That's
spells.
his mama's
Is
creation.
that right? Jaw. She must have been out watering the lawn and saying, well, let's call him John. And, and Mara J. And Sherry Shepherd, you guys,
Kim Whitley, and your birthday party, Kim
Kim Willie,
Whitley.
KYM, you guys are so good. It was such a great day. It brought healing for the nation. That one day, Tuesday, everybody felt so good about
Yeah,
it. And he naming her. Well, I thought it was going to be, I wanted to be Michelle, but it was her. It
yeah,
didn't.
you and I both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really didn't matter, but I was gonna, like I said, like Kim said, it could be Miss Piggy. I was voting for him anyways, and
And that's a part of the discussion, George. And now that they made their first joint appearance
yes,
yesterday,
yeah,
so or was that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday. Or
Tuesday.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that was
No, he made
yesterday,
the
Wednesday. Yeah,
Tuesday,
yeah,
so it's
yeah,
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
and they met at a high school near the Biden home in Wilmington, Delaware. And the weather's been crazy, as you know, on the East
Yes,
Coast, and
yes.
they've had tornadoes going through, and big storms, and power outages. Some people on the Northeast, God bless you, still without power.
Remember that thought. Remember that thought. But if you really want to protect yourself in case of storms, tornadoes, rain, anything like that,
Uh-huh.
always move next door to a Home Depot. No matter what, no matter what happens, Home Depot will be open tomorrow. You can believe that.
You're right. You're absolutely right. They so they were they he made the call to her on Tuesday. They made the announcement Wednesday. They went and picked her up at her apartment in Washington D.C. And she and her husband Doug Imhoff, who will be the second gentleman, or second dude, as somebody said. Yes, I think that was Stephen Hill that said it's going to.
Also, a Jewish person in the White House too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's she
yeah.
covers everything. She
Yeah,
covers. That
her
is so
husband,
amazing.
her husband is Jewish, and she is the stepmother to his two children. And as she called herself and has referred to herself as Mama La,
Mama La.
that's the name that they call her. So they came in, George, dig this, to Curtis Mayfield's "Move On
Yeah.
Up."
Move
Yes,
on up. Yeah.
yeah, and
Some of you
so
not old enough to remember Curtis Mayfield, but he's a member. Curtis Mayfield and the oh my God, that was a group, but it was basically Curtis Mayfield, but he used to be
what
with a
was the
group.
Curtis Mayfield group name? I forgot.
Yeah,
Uh,
but then I think he went on his own when he
it
got
wasn't.
into
It
that
wasn't the
movie.
Crusaders, was it? I don't know why I'm
Because
thinking.
it was also Curtis Mayfield did Superfly.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes,
So they came into that, and so that is great that there's gonna whoever came up with the music and provided the music during the Obama administration. I think they have a job again, because that's what it sounded like
well, you
as
know
they
what? The
were.
Obama administration was my favorite song ever that I sit next to every Sunday at my church at West Angeles Church of God in Christ. That's Stevie
Mhm.
Wonder. Yeah, he doesn't know I'm there, but I'm next to him. I'm next to him. As I said before, I don't know what he can, and you know the story about Stevie coming to our
Was
church.
it the impressions? It was. It was
Well,
the
there you go, the impressions. You got it.
yeah,
Thank you so
yeah,
much. Thank you so
yeah,
much. Yeah, but so the sign said delivered, I'm yours. But now moving on up.
yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
is that maybe they might change it up to the east side. Well, we finally got a piece of the pie.
That's right. Oh, God bless them. So it was great to hear that music and probably the estate of Curtis Mayfield said, "Go ahead and take this," and they don't
This is
won't have the problems that a lot of
that,
folks that they
some
used
other
to
folks.
by the
Yeah,
Trump administration. Yeah, they're like,
yeah,
"No, you can't have my music." So
yeah.
that was great. And as I said, this was a historic moment. This was the moment in which old school
Old
Democratic
school.
politics, brought along new school Democratic politics, and really put a face on the future of our politics in this country, with a Black woman who has, as she acknowledged, is standing on the shoulders of those who have come before her and the women who had been there and worked and pushed and put her in that position. And also, she said that she was so proud to be with a man who worked alongside the first Black president of the United States and was now nominating the first Black woman to be his running mate as vice president of the United
Sybil and everybody listening to me, let's go back to the first Democratic debate. I had a feeling, I had a feeling right off the bat
Uh-huh.
when she said to him, that little black girl was me. When
Yeah.
he looked at her like, I'm so sorry. I owe
Yeah.
you. I owe you. I owe
Yeah.
you. I thought about, I says, she's going to be his running mate. She's
Wow,
going to be
George,
his run back in the
you
day. She's going to be
you
his running
called
mate
it.
because, and she was smart too. People said, why did she get out so early? Well, she didn't have the money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how smart she is. Might as well get out now. No need to dragging us along. So, but
Yeah.
look where she is now.
And look where she is now, George. And look, and George, here's the other thing. She didn't have the money in her presidential campaign. They were, robbing from Peter to pay Paul, and
Yes,
as all of us would be in that situation. But she came on, and look at the money that the Democrats have pulled
that
in
first day.
24 hours.
Yes, isn't that amazing? That is so
Yeah,
amazing. I'm so
yeah,
proud of her. When
yeah.
they're gonna have to change the song to McFat and Whitehead. Was that your group? Ask your producer what was the name of that song they used to do. Ain't no stopping us
Stopping us
now.
now.
You're right.
Yeah,
If we're
yeah.
gonna go old school, let's go old school because old school we had lyrics. We
Right.
don't right now. We don't know what they're saying, but we need those young voters. So I'm not gonna knock them. You know. So
Yeah, and if we, as long as we don't use the WAP song, I'm good. I'm good.
right, right.
George, this is also the week of as happy as I was this week with the naming of Senator Harris and all that that's going to represent. This was also the anniversary of a sad occasion in Charlottesville. This is the week of the Unite the Right. Confederate, neo-Nazi, all of that, the protests that went on in Charlottesville back in 2017.
Yes.
Okay, so just a year ago,
But don't forget, there were good people on both sides. There were good people on
exactly.
both sides. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, George,
Sure.
that's exactly what the man in the White House said. Now, this week, once again, someone in Virginia, his name is Henry Rogers, was sentenced to 6 years in prison for driving his car through a Black Lives Matter protest in Virginia, and this happened in June. So he was given 1 year for each charge of simple assault, destruction of property, and failure to stop at the scene of an accident. He goes back to court next month. He will face felony charges for the three people who he wounded, and they did not charge him with a hate crime because each of the people that he wounded were white and they were not attacked. The judge said they were not attacked because of their race. But as I said, a sad anniversary. This week he's in court as we remember Heather Heyer and
Yes.
Heather Heyer, who was killed as the man that rammed his car through them. James Alex Fields Jr. rammed his car through, killing Heather Heyer and injuring many others. And he was described as a Hitler admirer. He was sentenced to life in prison last year. Just to give
Good.
you all an update on that
He only
case.
got life.
He only got life, George.
Yeah. Damn it. They could
Yeah.
have done better. He could have gotten life plus 15 years.
They will do that to you. They will do that.
I used to hate when the judges did that. They give you like 4 lifetime sentences. I
Uh-huh.
used to think it was so stupid. Why the hell are you wasting time? How many lifetime sentences can a person do? Wasting my time just so he going to jail forever. Yeah, but that
But
did
you
happen.
understand. But you understand
Yes.
how the judge really feels about this person and what of the crimes they are charged with. Even if, and we've seen this more likely than not, men and some women given extraordinary charges, extraordinary time, but also men who have been given all of this time for crimes They did not even commit.
Oh man,
You
isn't
know,
that terrible?
that's another thing about the
That's
criminal justice.
another group I want to get. That's criminal justice reform. I like that. What's the name of that group that helped people out? Like the guy name was, I forgot his name. He was in jail, incarcerated for 37 years. Archie somebody. Uh,
Oh, Archie
and,
from America's Got Talent.
yeah, and
Yeah, yeah.
this,
So the organization yeah, the Criminal Justice League. It's the Criminal Justice League. Okay. Those are the folks that get folks. They have
we
taken have taken this cause, and now they have spent years trying to get people out, and usually they get letters from people who are in prison or from their families, and they take on their cause. And Innocence Project, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's the
That's
one
it.
I was thinking of.
That's
Yes.
the movie was made with J.B. Fox and
Yeah, yeah. And
that was
Michael B.
did,
Jordan.
did you did you and our friend Brad Sanders was in it and I kept going, I
Yes, he
know this guy.
was.
I said, I know
Yeah.
this guy. But that was a great movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. And I was
Yeah.
so proud of Brad, and I was so excited when I saw him, and I was like, guess what I just saw on screen? And that's when we were able to go to the movies.
Well, some of the movies are going to open up again this week, AMC, I
No.
think. And
Yeah.
I'm not ready to go to the movies.
I'm
I
not
used
either,
to,
George.
when I used to go to the movies, people did stupid stuff. I used to go to the movie and try to sit somewhere alone by myself. And here comes another idiot sits right in front of me. Well, what the hell is going on? Get away from me! But
Yeah.
now it's too much for me. I'm not quite ready.
So AMC is going to it's next Thursday, as a matter of fact, August 20th, if I may say.
So why don't we what's the word I'm looking for? Perform from the movie theaters.
Are you willing to do that?
Hell no.
George, you would have me sitting there at the movie theater waiting for you. And I'd be like, any minute now, George is going to come to his movie theater there in Atlanta.
Listen, I've been in my house for 100 days, and you think I'm gonna go over? I'm gonna go over to the mall? I won't even go over to the mall, let alone go into the theater house.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and they're going to go back in 2020 as they reopen their theaters. AMC said they're going to give 1920 prices, and they're going to charge 15 cents on Thursday, August 20th. So we'll see. I know that, George, I miss going to the theater. To the movies. I miss going to live theater. I miss going to the movies. I miss all of that. But I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready.
I miss going to, every night I work where there's thousands of
Yeah.
people. I miss going to the casinos.
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't go to a
Yeah.
casino today if I knew the jackpot was coming up on the slot machine. I
George,
wouldn't go.
you wouldn't wrap up like a mummy and just go.
You could wrap me in saran wrap so I could see the sevens come up on the clink, 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 ding, 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 ding. I would be outside for them to give me my money. Okay.
So, George, I wonder if our big casino friends, Myra J. and Miss Dupree, would go.
I think Miss Dupree might be in there now. I got to give and I got to use it. She used to love to go to the casinos. Myra,
Oh,
I don't think
and
Myra's ready. Myra loves the casino also, but I don't think she wants to go back in just now because she's a little hesitant about even flying right now.
yeah, I am too.
So
I
am
am
I.
too. I'm with her. I am with the two of you.
So, but the casinos, we don't expect to open. Las Vegas, I think about 12 of the casinos are still not open, and business is now declining again because
Right.
you shouldn't go to Las Vegas right now because you're
It's a
enclosed.
it's a sad sight. They tried to reopen and it just didn't work. It just didn't happen.
Well, people were coming in from everywhere, and we know what happened the week after they opened. It
Exactly.
spiked.
Yeah.
It spiked. The same thing that happened here in Atlanta. We have a lady here, you never heard of her. Her name is Keisha Lance Bottoms. She
Yes.
had a mandate for everybody to wear a mask, and that was a stupid ass man, Trump Jr. Stupid ass Trump
Kemp,
Jr. Kemp.
Governor
The
Kemp,
next
yeah.
day, just tried to sue her, and the spikes. The city spiked like crazy. And right now, we're expecting another spike in Atlanta.
Are you really with kids going back to school?
Well, that's a whole nother stupid story there. Kids going to school one day, closing the next day. How could you just make a stupid decision like that? There's something wrong with the people in the South.
It's not just the South, George.
No, no, they do stupid. You look at these red states. You look at Missouri. You look at Texas, Abbott, your state. Look
Yep.
at Tennessee. Look at Tennessee. They just gone flat out stupid.
Yeah, but George, also look at last week they started the big bike rally in South Dakota, the 10-day
Yes,
rally.
yes,
And
yes.
so that people are very anxious to see what happens regarding the
In
coronavirus
the
case
next 2 weeks, we will know.
2 weeks. Yeah,
We
yeah,
will know. I hope
yeah.
we hear. I hope nothing happens. It would be good news for America. But you got to wear those masks. You got to wear, no
Absolutely.
matter what. You got to wear the mask. And I
And
just
wash your hands and keep your distance and all of this.
let me ask
It's
you a question. Since I haven't been
our
outside in
lives.
so long, do I still have to wash my hands?
Yes, yes,
Oh
yes.
my.
Please
Okay.
do.
Oh
Please
yeah.
do.
Okay.
Washers. Because George, here's the other thing. I don't know if you have people coming into your home and
Hell no. Hell no. Don't nobody coming to my house. Hell no. I told you 3 months
George,
ago.
even when you have food brought in, don't you
Drop it at the door and keep your ass moving.
but don't you I just as a matter of course just wash my hands after handling
Oh
before I have
yes.
food and after.
I do that too, and I try to remove it from the bag properly. In
Yeah,
some places,
yeah.
there's a place here called the Louisiana Bistro. They seal the bag, so therefore nobody has gone inside the bag, which is really nice. I
That's nice.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, that
But
sounds good. What kind of food do they have, George? You can tell I'm hungry right now.
what do you call Louisiana food?
Uh,
Creole.
yeah, yeah.
Creole. Yeah, they got all of the fancy the fish and the
They got
the
some
and the.
gumbo and some. Oh, I could use.
I never liked gumbo, Sybil. I'm one of the people that never liked gumbo. You
Are
ever been
you
to
a
New Orleans?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Have you ever
good.
seen what they put in the gumbo? They
Yes.
put
I know.
uh,
That's okay.
okay,
No, George.
shoestrings, hubcaps, all kinds of shit. You see shit moving in there. Excuse my language. And people say in New Orleans, you haven't tasted my gumbo. Yours tastes like crap, just like everybody else's does. I don't like gumbo, but they do have gumbo. They sell a lot of it. It's a new restaurant in Atlanta. It's not new, but it came from New Orleans. They have one at the Atlanta airport, and they have one like 2 blocks away from me in Buckhead. I
I
mean,
love.
fantastic.
I can eat soup every day, and gumbo's right up there. I can eat that every day. I love gumbo. I love good gumbo. So
Wait a second. We have a thing in the South called Brunswick stew. Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what that is.
It's a barbecue stew. It's a barbecue vegetable soup. It's vegetable soup with barbecue in it. You would love it, Brunswick stew. Barbecue
Okay.
with its vegetable. They got lima beans,
Uh-huh.
corn, everything, tomatoes. It is fantastic.
I'm gonna have that the next time.
Brunswick stew.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's make a list of places we're gonna go when we get together.
And what we're gonna eat and all of that stuff. Yeah, we're gonna be eating everything.
Exactly. What movies we're gonna see and what plays we're gonna go to and all of that. We're gonna do all of
You need to do one more thing today for my friends out there. This is National Left-Handers Day.
Yes.
How'd you know that?
I posted it on
Oh,
my
okay.
Instagram. Yeah.
Okay,
Are
National
you
Left-Handers Day.
left-handed? Are you left-handed? I mean, for most things that that men and women are
I
left-handed.
am not, but it's a known fact. Most you're really nasty. Really, this is bad. You're nasty today. President Barack Obama was left-handed, and I
Yeah.
want to know about Kamala. Is she left-handed?
Don't know, but I do know that our very own Myra J is left-handed.
They're the smartest people in the world. Jerry Seinfeld, left-handed. They've been known to be the smartest people in the world. Most presidents are have been left-handed. Yeah.
Some of them are. I think George H.W. Bush was. I know that Barack Obama was. I think Bill Clinton
Bill
was.
Clinton, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So these are smart people.
And our friend Damon Williams
Is that right?
also left-handed. Yeah, and Arsenio Hall responded. He says that he wears his baseball mitt on his left hand. I said, "You are so silly."
He is.
My friend,
Arsenio, let me tell you something. Arsenio is the greatest guy in the world. Arsenio, I did the Tonight Show. I did everything. But Arsenio, I was on Arsenio more than any other comedian. I always have to stop and thank him for that. It's between he and George Lopez, but they don't know which George it is, but it's me. And, and Arsenio's such a great guy. Thanks for listening,
Yeah.
Arsenio. God bless you. And just a great guy. So I put him in my book. Thank God for Arsenio Hall. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
The book is coming out
Some of the
soon.
people know the one that I did before, Lapatov.
Oh, Lapitov. Yes. Okay.
Lapatov.
So, and my friend Brian Custer, sports guy extraordinaire, is also a lefty. So, to all you left-handed folks, happy Left-Handers Day. And
But you know
George,
they have more accidents than anybody else too. Did you know
yeah,
that?
they said that. Yeah, I
They
heard
supposed to
they
they
said
die sooner and because they're making mistakes, going looking the wrong way, and making mistakes with their hands. But they're smart people.
they are very smart people. They really are. So, happy Left-Handers Day. And Tolliver, somebody says Oprah. There.
Get out of here.
Oh, Claire Tolliver says Oprah is left-handed. I
Are
believe
you
that.
serious?
Yeah, I
Oh
believe that.
my,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Oprah Winfrey. Oh,
Okay, all hail to all the very
hold on a
smart.
second. Miss Sophie, shut up, you old fool. Shut up, you old fool. You know that's my favorite movie, right?
I know it's your favorite movie. I know it's J. Anthony Brown's favorite movie. I know that you guys can do dueling lines all day and
You know
all
what?
night.
We fight all the time, but we pretty much like the same thing, don't we? It's
Yes, you
amazing.
do.
But
Yeah.
that's the movie. Every time you watch The Color Purple, is what is it, 30 years old now?
Oh,
You
yeah.
always find something you can still laugh at.
So The Color Purple was like what, 84? Yeah, so it's been around a minute. Third, it'll be what, 36 years. Yeah.
Amazing. And I tell you what,
Yeah.
the funniest scene, and Whoopi, when she went back to do Oprah, they got
Uh-huh.
together for the first time, and they was talking about the movie when Sugar Avery showed up.
Uh-huh.
And,
Oh,
Sugar
God.
Avery,
Oh, God.
Sugar, Sugar, Sugar Avery said, "Will
You
show is ugly.
ugly.
You show is ugly." And Whoopi said, "I thought she was serious."
Oh. Oh.
But that was a joke, and Whoopi said it as a joke to Oprah. And you know, we comedians,
You guys. You guys.
we're bad.
George, I got to give one more shout out to our left-handed friends, and happy Left-Handers Day to my friend Miss Eileen Littlejohn, or as her friends call her, Michelle. And so I want to wish you a happy Left-Handers Day, George. In the newsletter, which every day you can get into your mailbox, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe
Do so.
and send your name and your email address to sybilwilkes.com and go to my website and give us please your name and email, and we'll have that in your email box every Monday through Friday morning. We always, every day, we have an incredible breakdown of things that are going on in the world during this pandemic in our coronavirus section. Every day, it is chock full of information, including the House Oversight Chairwoman, Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney of New York, I believe she is, introduced a bill Wednesday aimed at reversing organizational and structural changes at the U.S. Post Office during the pandemic by the new Postmaster General and Trump appointee, Louis DeJoy. And
There's no joy there. There's no joy.
there's no joy. And Donald Trump today has said that yes, he is trying to make it difficult for for the post office in order to delay or to discourage people from mailing in their ballots.
That might be a crime, isn't it? Is that a
I,
crime?
I think that he should be sued for that. I
Yes.
absolutely do.
Because
Absolutely.
we need to vote. He wants everybody to vote, and he wants to be a legitimate vote. Well, it will be if you just shut the hell up and leave us alone and let us vote. Just let us vote, taking away money away from the postal service, and they say it's backing up a little, but the postal workers are committed to
They
delivering
are.
the mail.
They are.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things that he has put into place, Mr. DeJoy, who was taking the joy out of going to the post office and getting your mail,
What did you say? Taking the joy. Taking the
taking the
joy.
joy out of going to. I like going to the post office. I know it's crazy and why, but I have found some of the loveliest people
There's something
work at
wrong
the
with
post
you. There's
office.
something wrong with you. You like going to the post office? I have never liked. Well, I do. I do joke with them when I'm there. Every time I go to the post
Uh-huh.
office, they are extremely nice. They're
They
extremely nice.
are. They
Yeah.
really are. I mean, there's some occasions, and you got, but that's everywhere. You got comedians who aren't always the nicest. You got post workers who
That's
are
true.
always not
We
the
got
nicest.
presidents. We got presidents that are not always
And then
not.
and then we got that. But
But the
really,
people that work at the post office at Christmas now, they are a little pissed off because they're working hard at Christmas. You
they
go there
are.
with your little box for your mom to send it in the express mail, and you can
Mhm.
have fragile right on the side, and they'll take that stamp. They'll beat the hell out of it. They'll beat the hell because they know that they're protected. There's a sign up that says the federal offense to harm a government employee, right? They will
Uh-huh.
hit that box and snap that box and just wait a minute, and then they take the box and look at you in your face and just throw it over the shoulder like that. Just throw it over the shoulder, and then you go to hit them. They go, that sign. Don't forget that sign up there. It's a federal offense. Federal offense.
Well, I think that we need to come up with a way in order to get the folks who need to mail in their ballots to find a way to deliver their ballots without going through the Postal Service if necessary. Because if he is going to jack up the way the mail is going through, then we need to find a way
Wait a
around.
second. He also wants to jack up the price of a stamp,
Oh yeah.
too. Yeah. So he
You
said
know how
that.
much? Do you know how much stamps are?
They're 50 cents now, right? A
55
quarter.
cents.
Where I been? Where have I been?
Yeah.
55?
Yeah.
Because I tell you what I did in Las Vegas about 5 years ago. I bought $100 worth of
Forever.
forever stamps. Yeah, forever stamps. Yeah, I bought $100 worth of forever stamps. So it's 50 cents, 55 cents for a stamp
5
now.
cents. Yeah.
I did not know that. Hell, it'd be cheaper to just walk the mail over there. 50 cents. So that's a dollar 10 cents to deliver your vote in.
Look at
Wait a
you.
second. Wait a second. Why shouldn't it not be free?
Well, some places have provided that. They have taken care of the postage, but others, just to make sure that that their ballots are going to get there, people are putting stamps on them.
We got to vote no matter what. If you're going to mail in vote, do it a month early. Whatever you can do, we got to vote. That's the
George,
most important
George,
thing.
let's talk about a really incredible election, a runoff election that took place in your city on Tuesday. And the black woman who is now going to be the new district attorney,
Yes,
replacing Paul Howard, Fannie Willis.
yes, yes.
Yes.
So this is going to be great. Atlanta is always great for blackness. Something happened here many years ago for blackness, like Killer Mike was saying, but not in Atlanta. There's something about Atlanta and blackness and the strength of the people, John Lewis, Dr. King, C.T. Vivian, the other preacher that died. There's something about Atlanta that's just great, even music. So,
Yeah.
and this district attorney taking over, it's going to be wonderful. Let me tell you, I don't know how to say this because I might get in trouble, but I think ladies do a better job of doing everything.
Come on, George, say
I
it
think
again.
I think ladies do a better job of everything, and I think all these women leaders of the country, like in Germany and I think down somewhere in Southeast Asia, I just think, and if
Is
Kamala in 2 years from now, if she takes over, I think the world is going to be better.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
the world is
I
going to
believe
be
I,
better.
I, believe, I believe that Justice
Congress,
was Speaker
Congress,
of the House, and
Eleanor Norton Holmes going to get her wish. Is the bill
oh,
named after her?
oh God, I don't know, but it should be
It
in
should be
order to
named after
make
her.
Washington
Yeah.
D.C. a state.
And we're
Yes.
going to, and bring Puerto Rico San Juan. Y'all come on in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, come
Exactly.
on in.
Yeah.
Bring Puerto Rico should be a state anyways.
Absolutely.
You know what's wrong
Absolutely.
with Puerto Rico, right?
No.
They need some more Mexicans down there. See, let me tell you something. Listen, Sybil,
Yes, George.
Mexico, they still, I think it was Hurricane Michael. What was it? Was it 2 years ago, the hurricane?
Last year.
The one when Trump was throwing out the paper towels.
Oh God, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
still not back from that.
No.
And I told the people in New York City, I said, you know what y'all need? I was talking to a Puerto Rican on it. Y'all need some more Mexicans down there. Mexico would have had that island cleaned up, ready to go. You'd have thought you was in Hawaii. Mexicans can get shit done. You think? I even tell the people, the Black History Month, I told all of the black people, I said, you know what? America built this country. America built the White House, right? I mean, black people built the White House, right?
That's it, right?
But the upkeep,
George.
the Mexicans, they're the smartest people in the world. Come on.
You are ridiculous. You are ridiculous.
What have we done that the Mexicans didn't beat us at doing? We came out with KFC, we came out with Popeyes, we came out with everything. The Mexican came along with a chicken called El Pollo Loco.
Yeah,
That
but
chicken is so good, another chicken will eat that chicken. I told you that before.
and
Ain't
you
just
will tell us
nothing.
again.
There's nothing that a Mexican can't do. As I said before, I'm good. I'm rehashing these jokes. These jokes may be 8 years old. This, I mean, what was it? What was the joke?
I wasn't going to say anything because
Listen.
your jokes are all funny to me. Doesn't
I
matter
try to
how
do.
old
I
they
try
are.
to do evergreen material. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I try to do. And because I did it, like you never see a homeless Mexican. You never ever see. You give a Mexican 8 bricks and 3 packs. And
Bricks.
you give a Mexican 8 bricks and 3 packs of chewing gum. You you come back a week later, townhouses, condos, all up the whole damn block. Mexicans
George.
are the smartest people in the world. Okay.
I
See,
would like to give a shout out to the folks that are still going through it in Puerto Rico, as well as another
yeah,
of our favorite places, and that is the U.S. Virgin Islands.
yes,
Still
yes.
going through it and still in need of help and aid to bring those beautiful islands back. So, George, here is
Do they have a Home Depot down there? I'm just-
George. You know they have a Home Depot in the Virgin Islands.
It's
You know,
okay. It's okay.
you're so silly.
They'll get, they'll get it back. You'll see
Yeah.
blue. It used to be, you'll see blue tarps all over the place. They'll get it back. Yeah, yeah.
George, do you remember the good times we had in Virgin Islands?
So much. What was Mr. Barnhart? What was the man who used to drive
No,
us around?
that was in Jamaica. That was
Jamaica.
Tom Sky Barnyard.
Mr. Barnyard. That was it.
Barnyard, yes.
We
Yes.
went to Aruba. We went to where did the place that I fooled you guys? I had you guys go up on stage one night. I told you Sinbad.
It was Sinbad.
Sinbad's outdoor.
It might have been the festival, the summer beach festival. It was Aruba, wasn't
It
it?
was Aruba. Yeah, we were in Aruba, and I had told you guys that the next night
You
Sinbad
told
wanted
Tom
all
and Jay.
Tom and Jay
Yes.
and Myra
And Myra
and Mr.
Jetta.
Dupree
Yeah, yeah.
that Sinbad wanted all of us on stage for tomorrow night's show.
And so, you know how comedians are. They're all running through their heads trying to get all their best
Jokes,
jokes.
yeah, right. Myra had a pad. Myra had a pad.
Myra always has a book where she writes her jokes out and everything. And Miss Dupree, Jetta was going through all of hers, her stuff to her mind, and Jay's pacing back. I'm nervous. You're
Yeah,
not
he was
nervous?
nervous as hell. And that was the same day, the night that you guys were going on stage. That was the same day I left.
Right. Okay, let's not talk about ordering all those spring rolls and putting them on your hotel room bill.
Oh, that's why you got me back in South Africa. That was probably the worst prank I've ever had in my life. Listen, if you do a prank on someone, it's not supposed to cost the person money. You just tell the people you guys cost me $600.
Rand.
What was it?
It was Rand.
Rand. Hey, you can call it Rand, Sand, Dan, whatever you want to. When I got back, it was $600 on my American Express. Yeah, it was $600. They ordered. Tell them what you did to me.
Well, we stayed at this beautiful hotel, and it just opened, and so we would meet and
5-star.
Yeah,
Table Bay Mountain. Table
yeah,
Bay
right
Hotel.
there at the Table Bay Mountain. And so we would meet and hang out at the bar, and the bar had, food that you could order and stuff. And we discovered they had the most delicious rolls, just. Mwah.
Oof, oof.
And so we started ordering them, and then the bill would come, and we would sign George's name because George is the richest among us, right?
Really?
And so.
Really?
Even when George wasn't with us, we'd still sign.
Sign his
His name. And then George had left the hotel, and we were still signing his name. Then they had to come back and tell us, "You have checked out of the hotel, whoever it is that you signed." So, but it was all payback for the fact that when we were going to a very spiritual and historic place, and we were there. During our first trip to South Africa,
Robben Island.
to Cape Town, and we were going to Robben Island. and we couldn't all go at the same time, and the weather was bad, and so we had to take we were ferried over
Helicopters.
helicopters, right? And so one group went, another group went, and the third group. So in the second group, and we're waving to the folks down on the land,
It was pitiful. It was
and
terrible.
and George stood
You,
there and
you got
waved.
on the first helicopter. I was so sad. It was just like they're leaving us. They're leaving us. And the
And so
helicopter was.
the spinning with the propellers and what have you. And George looked at us, and then he turned around and he dropped trowel and bent over.
And bent over. It was in the Michael Jackson day. I was doing my and then when I'm going, they made me a red Michael Jackson jacket. You guys just chewed
Yeah,
me. We
yeah.
had too much fun on that trip.
Oh, those were the
So
days.
people that don't travel, you need to get into travel when it comes back in
When we can, when we can.
2025. But I'm
George,
ready to go somewhere now.
are you? Are you
Yes.
ready to get on a plane and go?
No, I'm just ready to go. I'm not going to go. But maybe I could drive
Yeah,
someplace. I might
yeah, of
drive
course you
some.
could. Of course you could.
Because I haven't been to
Oh,
the national parks yet. I need to go to all the national
none of
parks.
them? You've been to the Grand Canyon.
No, I haven't.
Oh my
I
God.
went to Sierra up in the Sierra Mountains up in Reno, but
Okay.
Lake Tahoe, but I have not been to the national parks.
George, are you taking care of yourself?
I don't know. I have moments where I'm good, as I said before. Some days I feel like the pigeon. Some days I feel like the statue. I I get a little concerned. I'm up and down, and
Yeah.
so many things are happening. But Tuesday was like a day of healing for the
Yeah,
nation. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I want you to take care of yourself and continue, even when you're not scheduled to come on, pop on. Tell us, you want to come and be a part of the conversation. I always welcome you because we do have such a great time and you bring so much to the conversation table. But I also want you to be careful in the What You Need to Know newsletter. We talk about another number of things. We talk news, we talk business and finance, which you are a pro at, and we also talk wellness. There's a wellness corner.
yes,
And
yes.
in today's wellness corner, talking about eating well while we are in the midst of all of this. I talk about like I'm having this Jones for gumbo right now, but in the health and wellness corner, talking about what to eat in terms of your proteins
I
and
don't
your
know anything about proteins or anything like that. I'm just eating whatever I see. Like I said
okay.
before, I'm just eating. I have a lot of Ben and Jerry's. Love my ice cream. I'm having the Brunswick stew. I'm having all of the TV. What do you call the Marie Callender's dinners?
Oh
I
yeah,
got
yeah,
all of
yeah.
that. So I don't
Oh,
know whether I'm
George.
eating right or not, but I'm eating everything party size Doritos. I'm eating.
George, you've answered your question.
Yes, potato chips. I'm eating hot dogs, weenies. I'm eating eggs, bacon, whatever I want. Chicken salad. I got a pizza coming right now. I got a pizza coming right now. So I don't know whether that's healthy or not, but I feel better.
George, you feel better, and we need you to be around for a long time and take care of your mind as well as your body.
I
Okay.
need to take care of my mind. I hope other people are taking care of their mind because I know I'm not the only one going through this. And, especially being incarcerated for 150 days. How many days now? And
Yeah.
people that have families, I think that's great because you have someone to bounce off. And so,
But
so
but George, have you also seen the divorce rate is going up amongst people who are
well, some
together?
people have been married and they never been together 24 hours a day,
Right,
and they're in
right.
each other's space. I'm thinking about divorcing me. I can't stand me. I can't stand me. And it's just like, but yeah, the divorces rate is going up, and it's gonna be
Well,
pretty
I'm never
bad.
letting you divorce me, George Wallace. You're
Well,
stuck
thank you
with
so
me,
much.
and
Thank
I
you so much.
appreciate you.
Well, we have a
Um,
great family, and I love
yes,
my
you do.
family. Yes, yes,
Yes, you do. Yes. And
yeah.
so with that, we're going to close
People are
out.
going. They love my gray. People just popping up. I'm getting all kinds of notes.
Yeah. You don't
Well,
like it?
I don't know what I like. One day I like gray. When tomorrow I might paint it pink tomorrow. Who the hell?
Oh, I would love color. Yeah, do pink and green in honor of Kamala Harris and the AKAs.
What? Also known as, yeah, that is. But let's close with her talking about her. We wish you the best. That's my new best friend. That she's my best friend, right? Did
I,
you know
I,
that?
I, I thought you were going to tell us that you all are related.
We're cousins, we're best friends,
Cousins.
whatever, as of Tuesday.
As-
And we
Well,
wish her the best. We will be going out to vote. Everybody, Miss Harris, God bless you. You need to know something good's going to happen to you, whether you like it or not. You're going to be with Joe Biden. You're going to make a great vice presidential candidate, and that means you're going to be ahead of the whole Democratic Party being vice president. And we look forward to the future. That's what I hope I'm around for. We never
Yeah.
thought we would see a black president, but now a lady in the voice of a black lady, as Kim said, Kim Whitley said, well, technically she ain't black, but she's dark enough, isn't she? She's dark enough, and she's smart. She's very smart. I can't wait to the debates.
She is kind and intelligent. Yes. So, George, we salute the next Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, and invite you to come on and hang out with us here. We would love that.
This is one day maybe we could go to Washington, D.C. on January 20.
Yeah. We need to start driving now because there's a whole quarantine thing we got to
Well,
worry
that will be.
about.
I think that won't be lifted by then.
I don't know. Who knows?
Well, but it would be nice if we could do
But
that.
that would be awesome if we could be there for the inauguration. So
Yeah, that would be
let's
very
put in our
nice.
bid now.
All right.
All right, Charlie.
Do you
Have
hear
a
the
good
thunder
weekend.
coming through my phone? It's raining and thundering in Atlanta.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I got to get off the telephone and I got to turn off the television. And, I got to do all that
And
stuff.
turn the lights off and go sit in the basement.
And get under the bed.
Right.
Well, thank you so much. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Black at you.
Wonderful, George. Thank you so much.
And thank everybody for listening. And call your friends. I'm going to push this and promote it. I put it on my Twitter, and we're just going to get bigger and bigger and better. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed the conversation, and keep smiling no matter what.
What he said. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Oh,
See you
I
back here
forgot.
Monday.